गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। कैसे हैं सब लोग? आज का लाइव डिस्कशन में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। सो वी कैन स्टार्ट द लाइव डिस्कशन इन जस्ट 2 to 3 मिनट। तो वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग संदीप तोमर जी, प्रमिला मैडम, समीर अहमद जी। सो जस्ट अलाउ मी 1 or 2 minutes so that we can start our discussion. So fine. Vinod Kumar Sharma ji, very good evening, and Jitendra ji, very good morning. And we can start the live discussion today. So if you have any question, you are requested to put in the chat, and then meanwhile, I'll share my view. So I hope you are following my LinkedIn page. Then wherein you will find so various good informations. Like for example, let me talk about one important information. So if you go to my matlab LinkedIn profile, wherein I'll try to give some important information also, like for example, the comparison between which you need to choose on payment of GST or on LUT when you are doing the export. Then, you can means you can find out the answer. Similarly, like important point for the table 6 of the GSTR 9, you all are requested to visit my LinkedIn profile, and you will find definitely the good various useful information over there. So I'm sharing the LinkedIn profile in the group, in the chat. विनोद कुमार शर्मा जी का क्वेश्चन है। वेरी गुड इवनिंग, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग साह भारत जी, कुलजीत झाला जी, कृष्णा मूर्ति जी एंड श्वेता जी। विनोद कुमार शर्मा जी का क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट शेल बी द POS इन केस ऑफ ऑनलाइन क्लास डन फ्रॉम इंडिया इफ द रिसिपेंट सी द ऑनलाइन क्लास में प्रॉब्लम क्या है? विनोद जी, द ऑनलाइन क्लास में जैसे सेक्शन 12 में क्या है, यू विल फाइंड द सेपरेट प्रोविजन 12 सबसेक्शन 5 की बात कर रहा हूं। ट्रेनिंग एंड इवेंट का सेपरेट प्रोविजन है, but in the section 13 you will not find separate provision for the training because the event में word education event भी covered है। so वहां पे प्रॉब्लम होती है। क्यों प्रॉब्लम होती है? क्योंकि तो एजुकेशन इवेंट अगर इंडिया में हो रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग दे रहा हूं, मैं कहां से दे रहा हूं? मैं दिल्ली से दे रहा हूं। मेरा कैमरे का सेटअप, मेरा लाइटिंग का सेटअप, मेरा राइटिंग पैड का सेटअप, लैपटॉप का सेटअप, एवरीथिंग इज एट माई लोकेशन। तो 13 सबसेक्शन 5 ये कहता है जो इवेंट, जिस जगह से इवेंट कंडक्ट हो रहा है, दैट विल बी द प्लेस ऑफ सपोर्ट। तो ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग अगर मैं दिल्ली से दे रहा हूं तो इट वुड बी हाई पॉसिबिलिटी that it is nothing but an education event for which the POS is the location जहां से ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं, and because if it is the location in India and therefore it will be not export. So even though all conditions are being satisfied, जैसे हम सेक्शन 2 क्लॉज 11 की बात करते हैं, अमाउंट शुड बी रिसीव्ड इन द फॉरेन करेंसी, आपके केस में फॉरेन करेंसी में आ गया, located customer is located outside India, recipient supplier is located in India, even though all the conditions are satisfied, but because POS is in India, therefore it is not export. हाँ, लेकिन अगर आपको चांस लेना है, आप रिस्क लेना चाहते हैं, तो you may say that it is not specifically covered in any of the provision. Therefore, it will be covered by 13 subsection 2 and POS will be the LOR. तो बट मेरा व्यू था, I have shared my view. 1920 GSTR 3B filed on 30 November. SCN from Tamil Nadu, ITC ineligible, we have Kerala. See, the problem is these all judgment for which the person has filed the writ and based on which the judgment has been given, that will not be considered by the respective tax authority. The problem is, if you like to fight, you have to fight your own case in the writ petition. Otherwise, you will not grant any relief. That is the problem. That is the problem. Otherwise, we know that the amendment, Kerala High Court was saying that amendment was retrospective in the nature because it is procedural. So therefore, it will be the retrospective impact. But the problem is, Jitendraji, it will not be listened, it will not be heard, it will not be accepted by the respective tax authority. So you have the two way. Take the SCN, file the appeal. Definitely the appeal would be against you. File the appeal in the tribunal, or alternatively you can go to the writ. Till the time you do not have the favorable writ, they will not accept. सरज जी, आई होप इट इज आंसर्ड. अगर आपका क्वेश्चन का आंसर मिल गया है तो मुझे आप कंफर्म करें, अदरवाइज काउंटर क्वेश्चन जरूर रेज कीजिए. कृष्णा सर का क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहा हूं इन माय 2B. In column ECO, some entries are showing Ola used by the employees. How to show in 3B? See, अगर आपके देखो प्राइमा फेसी में एज्यूम करता हूं ये ट्रांजेक्शन का आईटीसी ब्लॉक है. 17.5 का क्लॉज बी में अगर मैं बात करूं, the ITC on the renting, leasing or hiring of the motor vehicle transportation for passenger up to 13 seater, it is block category. Your employee has taken the rent a cab service from Ola, so therefore it is appearing in the GST 2B. First, take the ITC in the 4A5, reverse in the 4B1. Simple. I am assuming it is the permanent reversal. It is permanent reversal of ITC. So therefore, you have to take in the 4A5 and please add again in the 4B1. Sarad Seth ji ka question, I can't attend Delhi event because I am from Maharashtra. Oh. So I request everyone that we are going to conduct, listen carefully, we are going to conduct first time face-to-face batch. Earlier it was planned on 22nd and 23rd. Because of the GST council meeting, we have to postpone. So now it is postponed to 6th July and 7th July. In Delhi, we are having our first face-to-face batch on GST scrutiny of return and along with the GST notice on scrutiny of returns, wherein we will discuss 3B199C along with case study, and also we will discuss sample actual notice, live notice. We will discuss that how the notice is being issued and which you can take care. So you will have the two advantages. First, for the past notices, you will have the understanding that how to give the reply, and second, or for the future, you can save your client, your business from the GST notices on scrutiny of return. Because we accept one thing, that whatever the notices are being issued, whether it is departmental audit or ASMT 10 or DRC 01, all are majorly contain the 1-3B, 1-2B, 3B-2B based on written scrutiny only. So after analyzing all and after conducting 2 batches, I have decided first face-to-face batch in Delhi from 6th and 7th July. If anybody is interested, visit our website www.educating.com and you can inquire details. You can inquire about the details. Call to my team member Sakshi and Deepika. You can call to the above number. You can drop the message and they will support you in terms of the respective course, the face-to-face course. Next question, let me take. Sweta ma'am. GSTR1 for August buys with wrong GST number which is deactivated but came to notice for supplier in Fab. What is the solution? Nothing can be done now. Nothing can be done because the time limit to do the rectification has already been expired. Nothing can be done now. Recipient won't able to take ITC because it is after 1/1/2022. Point to be noted, it is after 1/1/2022. Therefore, I can say the ITC is eligible only when it is appearing in the GSTR 2B. So that is my any counter question you may ask. संदीप तोमर जी, सर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी ने फॉर्म में एम्प्लॉय के लिए ड्रेस ले लिया, उसका आईटीसी ले सकते हैं? नहीं। क्या ये जो लिया है ये कोई मैंडेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट है क्या? पहला आप देखिए क्या ये सीटीसी का पार्ट है? वाई आई एम सेइंग सो, इफ इट इज पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ माय एम्प्लॉयमेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, circular 172 is saying whatever you are giving as a part and parcel of the employment contract, you are eligible to take ITC. Point number 1. Second point, अगर ये शर्ट टी शर्ट देना मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट है बिकॉज मेरी फैक्ट्री है और फैक्ट्री में मुझे देना जरूरी है, देन ऑल्सो यू कैन टेक द आईटीसी. थर्ड, you can say it is nothing but the advertisement in the natures, then also you can take the ITC. But please note, government officer will not give the ITC. You have to litigate, but I have given the 3 ground on which you can do the litigation, you can fight. So Krishna sir, I am conducting my classes on 6th and 7th July in Delhi, face-to-face batch, scrutiny of returns. आरसीएम वाला इनवॉइस का इनवॉइस जनरेट करना जरूरी है क्या? इनवर्ड आरसीएम अगर है, मान लो मैं कोई सर्विस लेता हूं, आप एडवोकेट है, मैं सर्विस लेता हूं और मेरे ऊपर इनवॉइसिंग एप्लीकेबल है, तो मुझे इनवर्ड सप्लाई का इनवॉइस नहीं बनाना है, मुझे सिर्फ आउटवर्ड सप्लाई का इनवॉइस बनाना है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, are applied for new registration, GST site wrongly shown mismatch in the Aadhaar authentication. Now what to do? Aadhaar is having the correct detail, is parties filing the ITR regularly by OTP. You can only raise the you can only raise the means only one thing, that you can raise the ticket on the help desk at GST website. No other solution. The problem is, Krishna sir, the problem is that there are various technical glitch for which the only solution is raising the help desk ticket. That's it. But might be you can get the solution and might be you cannot get the solution, or might be it is taking lot of time. विनोद कुमार शर्मा जी का क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहा हूं. इन केस ऑफ द टोबैको मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट सर्टेन मशीन डिटेल्स आर टू बी प्रोवाइडेड. व्हाट इफ द मशीन आर लाइंग एज स्क्रैप इन फैक्ट्री? वो आप एक बार रीड कर लीजिए, अभी उन्होंने क्लैरिफिकेशन भी दिया है. तो अगर आपका फैक्ट्री में यूज नहीं हो रहा, प्रोडक्शन में यूज नहीं हो रहा ना, तो शायद उसका वो मशीन का ऑडिटिंग करवाने की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. If I do not do anything in the 3B for the ECO because I do not have whether our entity or some other person. But Krishna sir, one advice that you will take and that again the put in the same in the 4B1. So net impact is 0, which I would suggest. Still, if you do not like to add, then you can simply ignore. So in that case, you will take the ITC, whatever it is appearing in the GST to be minus ECO ITC, you will reduce and then figure you will add in the table 45. We will continue our discussion till 11:30. So if you have any question, please ask, but kindly allow me to close the discussion at 11:30 because I have to take another seminar. Can the supplier raise the credit note under B2C, raise new invoice or credit GST number on or after? See, the problem is you can definitely raise the credit note, but that credit note will be without GST. Let's take an example, Swetaji. My value is 1 lakh rupees and the tax component is 18,000. So I might have reported 1 lakh 18. Obviously, I have already reported 118. I have paid the taxes of 18,000. It is the transaction of 22-23, which can be rectified till November 23. Correct. Now in the Feb 24, you can do the credit note, no problem. But because the 34(2) ka time limit is being expired, time limit of 34 subsection 2 is being expired. Therefore, the credit note will be the commercial or the financial credit note. It means you can issue the credit note only 1 lakh. So whatever the taxes you paid, you cannot take the benefit. And if you will add again the supply, you will have to pay 18,000 once again. So that is the problem. But still, if you like to so, because we know that there is no one-to-one invoice interlinking, I do agree. It will be difficult for the officer to identify that. I'm also agreeing. So even if you like to take a chance, but it is not suggested by me, it is purely based on the risk. So in that case, you may choose. Otherwise, legally, if I talk about, I cannot suggest that the credit note can be with GST. आशीष जी का क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहा हूँ. फिक्स असेट सोल्ड इन द लॉस ऑन विच ITC not availed earlier. Whether GST is payable on the sale of the fixed asset in loss? Answer is yes. Ashish ji, whenever any asset except motor vehicle, except motor car, whenever anything which is being sold in any value, on the transaction value, I need to pay the GST. On the transaction value, because you have not taken the ITC, so I am not comparing the 18 subsection 6. Otherwise, the 18(6) will also come into the picture. Only in one case, that if you are selling the motor car in the loss, then no GST. Otherwise, in every case, you need to pay the GST on the transaction value. Ashish ji, might be you are reading Schedule 1 ka para 1, which talks about permanent transfer or the disposal of business asset where ITC has been taken. So primarily it appears if ITC has not been taken, then no GST. Please note that para is being part of Schedule 1. And when we are referring the Schedule 1, when the transaction does not have any consideration. Meaning thereby, if you are making the free supply, then ITC if not taken, then no GST. But if you are making the sale at some consideration, Schedule 1 will not come into the picture. And therefore, you need to pay the GST on the transaction value subject to 18(6). 18(6) will not come into your picture because I have already discussed. Rajendra ji, URD inward e-way is compulsory for wooden. See, if you are registered party, then inward, see, if I refer the rule 138, it says that for movement of the goods from unregistered to registered, inward supply from unregistered person, that it will be always be considered that unregistered person, recipient, registered person has moved the goods and he need to generate the e-way bill. But only one point, you need to refer rule 138 sub rule 14, which talks about certain exemption. If the goods are exempted, no e-way bill. Likewise, In that case, there might be the relaxation. Otherwise, if you are registered, EV bill would be mandatory, assuming value is exceeding threshold limit. Next question is Prasanna Kumarji. PG service is exempt from GST. The problem of the PG service is whether it is hotel, whether it is considered as hotel, or it is to be considered as residential accommodation given for the purpose of residence. After there was relaxation, if you remember that there was a relaxation of 1,000 in the hotels, which has been removed. After that, tax authority are treating PG as hotel only, and they are charging the GST. They are saying it is not residential, it is your commercial purpose. But please note one thing, that the schedule, that exemption notification 12 by 2017 ka serial number 12, which talks about residential dwelling given for the purpose of residence. Even if it is my business, suppose I have the huge property which I have given on the rent for giving to the tenant for the residence purpose, then also it would be exempted. So in my view, Prasanna ji, the PG service would continue to be exempted. But yes, there is huge litigation going on. So for which definitely one thing is clear, that it will be litigated. The matter is, I think, reached to the High Court also, if I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong. Jitendra ji, Table 6 should be provided breakup for the ITC claimed in 3B. During such financial year should be provided breakup of the ITC for that financial year only. So it means, suppose in that financial year, if I claim the ITC of the last year, it will not be given in any of the Table 6 which represent. So please, I request, please visit my LinkedIn page. You will find very interesting analysis like Table 6. Couple of days back only, I have written that Table 6 wala analysis. So couple of days back only, I have written this analysis, important point for the Table 6. So you will find very interesting things. So all the permutation combination I have covered in my LinkedIn page regarding the Table 6. Various analyses are there. For example, there is a one analysis is LUT versus on IGST, which route to be opted. Similarly, there is an analysis between Table 14 and Table 15 of the GSTR1. Like 5 important checkpoints for the GSTR 3B. There are various points which will help you all. So you can follow the LinkedIn profile. Let me share that particular link to all the participants in the chat of YouTube. So it will definitely help. But I have given the answer. So you all know that we are running the membership. We are running the membership in the income tax, in the GST, and in the PFESIC. So we are resolving the query. We are providing the support in the drafting, not reviewing the draft notices. So you have to prepare the notice, the reply, and then you can submit the reply to us. We will do the editing and add the press release, notification, circular, etc. And we will send back to you within 5 to 7 working days. Sometimes it might take longer time, but ideally it will be closed between 5 to 7 working days. It will help a lot. I can confidently say it is helping a lot to the tax consultant how to handle the notice. It is a really very good service which is being provided by us at a nominal price. So you can visit our website www.educating.com and you can visit the page membership. And in the membership, we are running silver, day-to-day query, gold query plus 5 notices, and platinum. Along in the platinum, my 65-hour GST certificate course is being provided to all the participants without any additional charges, without any limit. So you can visit our website and then ask any confusion is there, you can ask to our team member. Next question. Jitendra ji, answer Kulji ji. Sir, interest received from the received by the supplier for delayed payment as per the LC and received bank facility in March. By should the supplier issue the debit note or invoice today as work order is complete? Normally, it will be the new tax invoice. The new tax invoice only that to be given. Wonderful. Thank you. I hope it is clear. Ashish ji, okay, sir. Thank you. Abhijit ji, payment in cash later, can I withdraw? Yes, you can. You can have the two facility. Either you can transfer you can use the PMT 9 or PMT 9A to transfer the amount from one head to the another head within the GST number and another in the another GST number of that same pair. Or you can file the RFD 01 refund application. राहुल जी, हमारा एक रिटेल बिजनेस है, हमने पैसेंजर व्हीकल परचेज की है, उसका आईटीसी टू बी में आ रहा है, तो टीबी में माइनस करके लेना है या टोटल लेकर रिवर्स करना है? टोटल लेकर रिवर्स करना है। अच्छा नहीं रहेगा। ओनली वन ऑप्शन राहुल जी, that part has been clarified by the circular 170 that if such ITC is being there which is blocked in the 17.5, तो उसे क्या करना है, पहले आपको लेना है 4A5 में और फिर आपको 4B1 में रिवर्स करना है। सर्कुलर 170 जुलाई 2022 का सर्कुलर है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको ट्रीटमेंट मैंने सजेस्ट किया। Next 5 minutes we will close our discussion. 5 to 7 minutes. If you have any question, you can ask. Medical payment made by the employees for the employer, is it an employee appointment? Shall I take the ITC as you say? No. Mediclaim payment. See, the problem is it is being covered in the 17.5. See, it is being covered in the 17.5. So the way I have suggested, it will depend upon the various permutation combination. So for that, I have told you the treatment of one circular 172. But in your case, it will not be possible because medical itself is covered in the block category. So you are not entitled to take ITC. As is the sundry balance shown as write-off in indirect expenditure under P&L account. In this case, whether I have to reverse the ITC on the sundry balance shown as write-off. आशीष जी, क्या आपने सप्लायर को 180 डेज के अंदर पेमेंट नहीं किया? अगर उससे पर्टेन करता है तो आपको रिवर्स करना पड़ेगा 16 सबसेक्शन 2 का प्रोवाइजो के कारण। रीड विद रूल 37। इंसेंटिव इनकम कम अंडर जीएसटी, बहुत परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन है अभिजीत जी, बट आइडियली अगर सिंपल मुझे इंसेंटिव हो रहा है तो मुझे जीएसटी पे नहीं करना है। ऑलवेज एडवाइजेबल, अगर आपको उसके लिए जीएसटी का क्रेडिट फंड मिल जाए तो इससे बेहतर कुछ नहीं हो सकता। बट अगर आपको नॉर्मली कॉमर्शियल क्रेडिट फंड मिलेगा तो हमेशा लिटिगेशन रहेगा। बट मेरा मानना ये इंसेंटिव इज नॉट ए सेपरेट सप्लाई, सो देयरफॉर इट इज नॉट टैक्सेबल। नीलेश जी, if there is a difference between 1(3)(b) related to taxable value, how can the difference be find out? आपको मैनुअल रिकंसिलिएशन बनाना पड़ेगा। You have to find out the reconciliation ना। Whatever the supply is reported in the R1, whatever the supply which is reported in 3B, you have to identify. Manual task है। Hallmark business can opt composition or not? अगर 10 subsection 2A, मेसो तिवारी जी, 10 subsection 2A, definitely they can go for the composition. Tax rate would be 6% or it would be one. So service है, so it is service only, so it will be covered in 10 subsection 2A. There is, kindly read 10 subsection 2A in detail. Answer would be yes, rate would be 6%, upper limit would be 50 lakhs, and you cannot make interest rate supply. Some of the point I told you, but in detail you can refer. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, एक दो क्वेश्चन और लेता हूं एंड उसके बाद फिर आज का डिस्कशन हम कंप्लीट करते हैं। आरिस जी का क्वेश्चन ले रहा हूं। If you like the discussion, kindly click on the like button, and also my request would be share with the max to max people you can, because on every Sunday we are doing the live discussion with quality question. Everyone get enhance their knowledge, that I can guarantee. मुझे भी आपसे सीखने को मौका मिलता है, because you are asking the multiple question. I would also get increase my knowledge. I also get increased in the knowledge. So my humble request, kindly share with max to max people you can, ताकि हमारे पास एक क्वालिटी डिस्कशन, क्वालिटी क्वेश्चन आंसर का डिस्कशन हो, and we all will enhance our knowledge. Registration application gone for the verification officer asking original document to provide physically is in office such as PAN Aadhaar. No director willing to give their original Aadhaar. What to do? Verify करने के लिए मांग सकता है, because if there can officer ask original document physically, normally वो मांग सकते हैं. Normally if they have the doubt they can ask. कुलजीत जी का क्वेश्चन ले रहा हूं मैं। In continuation sir, invoice with same HSN of the principal goods SEC for interest received. देखो पॉइंट क्या है, इंटरेस्ट फॉर delayed payment of any consideration, it will be added in the value because of section 15 subsection 2 clause E. But ये composite supply normally नहीं होगी, because it is not naturally bundled, you can say. मतलब इस केस में आप, मैं ये ट्रीट कर रहा हूं, इट इज नॉट नेचुरली बंडल, बिकॉज उसने पेमेंट नहीं किया टाइम, तो उसने आपको एक मतलब इंटरेस्ट का पेमेंट दिया. सो आइडियली यू कैन गो फॉर द सैक कोड, बट वी कैन डू द फर्दर डिस्कशन इन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. कमल पोदार जी का लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं ले रहा हूँ. मेडिसिन एंड अदर एक्सपेंडिचर इनकर्ड बाय द एम्प्लॉय टू एम्प्लॉय वर्किंग इन द फैक्ट्री इज एलिजिबल फॉर, अगर ये कंपल्सरी है फैक्ट्रीज एक्ट के कारण ये मेडिकल की फैसिलिटी देना इज कंपल्सरी फॉर द एम्प्लॉयर। तो आप प्रोवाइजो टू क्लॉज 3 ऑफ सेक्शन 17 सब सेक्शन 5 क्लॉज बी सब क्लॉज 3 के प्रोवाइजो के कारण यू कैन टेक द आईटीसी। Thank you very much. Goodbye to all of you. We'll meet on the next Sunday. My humble request, kindly click on the like button and also kindly share with the maximum groups you can, because we are doing this discussion since 2018. We are doing the live discussion since 2018. Almost 7 years we are doing the live discussion on every Sunday. Initially the days was different as per the availability, but this the practice which we are following since 6 to 7 years. So kindly support. Please share in the group which you can, and we will continue this discussion on regular basis.